Welcome learners and math lovers in the series of videos on Python where we are writing the Python programs for the matrix operations. In the previous video, that is the part 1 of this series, we have seen or we have defined the inverse of a matrix. And by using some results, we have derived the formula how to get the inverse of a matrix. And we found that the inverse of a matrix is given to be 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. And this formula makes sense only if determinant of A is not equal to 0. That is, A is called a non-singular matrix. And then for this matrix, for this inverse, we need to find what is the determinant of the matrix A and the adjoint of A. And then we've defined what is called as something called as minor. Using minor, we define cofactors. Using cofactors, that matrix Cij, we take the transpose of that matrix and we say that this is nothing but the adjoint of A. And we have seen the example and we found the inverse of this matrix too. So let us write the program to get the inverse of a matrix by using Python. Now for that, let us open a new file. Program to find inverse of a matrix. Okay, so to get the inverse of a matrix, we need something called as minor, we need something called as determinant, we need adjoint, and then we will define inverse. So the program for finding the minors and the determinant is already we have covered. If you have not checked that, you can check the playlist on Python programming using matrices and all. Right? So first, let us define a minor. Let's take minor of a matrix. Now one thing what you can do is you can ask the user to give the input of a matrix, and then by using that input you can take that and you can find or you can calculate the minor of that matrix, or I mean the determinant of that matrix, and then the inverse of that matrix. So but today we will input a matrix and then we will print the inverse of that matrix. Alright, so let us take this to be a how to write the minor. In fact, as we have seen, we will get the minor matrix, we are not finding the exact value of that minor. So let us define minor of matrix A, and that is I comma j. We need I comma j minor. Complete this, then we need to put these two colons. So we just define, this program is already explained in detail. If you are not checked, let's go and check that. X for x in row, for row in A, and for this we have used pop x dot popi bracket I is for row in X. We use capital X. We have row dot pop j. This is already explained in detail, so please check that. Return. Using this we will get the determinant, this minor matrix, of which we will find the determinant and then we will say this is the minor of the matrix. So this is about the minor of a matrix. Let us define determinant. Again, this program is already explained in detail. Please go through that. Define, let us write det for determinant E. Okay, so whenever we say print something by using this minor mij, minor of this mij or determinant, it will execute this command. Okay, so determinant of A, if that matrix is of order 1, so if n, let us define first length n is equals to length of A, whatever vectors we have in A. So if n equals to 1, we will directly return a, the very first element, that is a 0 0. And remember, in Python we start from 0, but not from 1. Okay, so if n is not equals to 1, if n is greater than 1, so we will use if else statement. So else return will use sum. We have to be very careful while putting the brackets. Then we will check a. We will evaluate the determinant by using the first row. So first row becomes a 0. So a0 key into the minus, that is we'll take -1. Again, the brackets are very important, where we put -1 raised to, and for raised to we will use double star. Double star means raised to k. So we close the bracket first one, right? -1 raised to k into determinant. This determinant is already will define for the previous thing. So determinant of minor, minor, but for minor, you remember we have not found the determinant, right? So minor of a 0 key. So complete this bracket, and we complete the another bracket for k in range of n. So for k in range, and because we have already defined what is n, n is nothing but length of it. Complete this bracket. This will complete the entire bracket. That's all. So this is about determinant. Let us now define the adjoint. ADG. No, okay, adjoint. Okay, let us, for this we will define df define. Let us use ADG short form for adjoint. Adjoint of let us take this a again. That is change this to b. No problem. We'll make a systematic way. Let us use this as C. Okay, ABC. Now let us define this to colons. Return what we need. Brackets one by one. Okay, that will help us to verify whether we have closed the brackets or not. Bracket minus index y plus j. So -1 raised to means star stars. This one is to I plus j. This completes the bracket, first bracket. Then this will complete the second bracket. Okay, into determinant of, let's put the bracket for that. Sorry, determinant of, you can put the bracket minor, minor. So minor of, we need minor of the cofactors whatever we have defined. So C I J. We complete the first bracket. This will complete the second bracket. This will complete the third bracket. Now remember, when we defined a minor, when you define the adjoint, we have taken the Cij and then we have taken the transpose of it. Okay, so let's execute those two commands in together here. So let us use that CJI. So directly we will take those elements, and then that J, for J will be in J in range of length C. Okay, just first to complete the first bracket for I in range length is your first vector. Complete another bracket and this will again complete another bracket, and with this it will complete the entire thing. Okay, so this, if you see this kind of thing, that means you have entered all the brackets. Alright, again when we compile we will check that. So this is about adjoint. Remember, we have already got the transpose of it, and by using this let us define the inverse. Okay, so define, let us take I and V for inverse, and V of ABC, let us take D. Okay, so define inverse of D to be, we will give the input and let us take return. Now when we found the inverse, we have said that it is 1 upon determinant of A, and 1 upon determinant of A need not be an integer. So if you don't have integer, there is something called as floats in Python. So the output of this will be a float. Okay, so let us take that float. So first bracket, second bracket, float means we may have fraction, so 1.5, 2.5, something like that. Float, it will be 1 divided by determinant of D. In this case we have taken D, so close the bracket, again close the bracket, 1 upon determinant of D, that will be the float, so again close the bracket, so that will close the brackets for floats into adjoint. ADG we have used, so adjoint of D comma, how we have used adjoint of D I comma, close the brackets, J, then we have to close this bracket. So okay, that's done, and we have close this, right, and when you close this is also closing. We will see whether we have to remove this bracket. Okay, this is done here, and this is done here, Okay, we will see. So this is 1 upon float, that is 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of D, which is IJ, and this will be for J in range of length, LEN, length of D, close the brackets. Okay, this is complete. Another bracket we need to put for I in range length D. In fact, we need to put that in the first vector on that, so that D0. Complete this, this will complete this, and this will complete the entire thing. Okay, so I will leave this as an exercise to verify this code, to understand the logic behind the code. So we have not used Cij, I is from the this one rows and J is from the columns, but rather than that we have used this. So just use this, understand yourself, because the student will learn more when he is told the less. It is the words by one of the great mathematicians, right? So this is all about our inverse program. Let us see how we will get it. So let us first give an input A equals to some matrix. Say you will give the identity matrix, say 1, let us use this two brackets first, 1 comma 0 comma 0, 1. So it's good. And we know that determinant of identity matrix will be 1 and the inverse will be itself. Okay. With this, let us print what matrix we have entered first. The entered matrix is, and let us print A in there. So this will print the given matrix. Okay, let's execute this. First we will save the program. We will have to save it. So we will save this in our default. This was for matrix and inverse of a matrix. Okay, let's save this and compile. The entered matrix is 1 0 0 1. This is the first row and this is the second row. So this is okay. Now let us print what is the determinant of that matrix. Okay, print the determinant of a matrix is, and then we will print the value of determinant, and for that we have used det, right? So det, and the matrix we have taken that is A, det. Okay, this will print the determinant. Let's see. And as we know, the determinant of that given matrix is A, 1. Okay, that is done. Then after determinant, let us print what is the adjoint of A. Print the adjoint of the matrix is, and this we will put the adjoint. We have used adj. So adj, and the matrix in our case is A. So complete this. And, yeah, let's see. Of course, adjoint of a identity matrix will be again the same matrix, identity matrix. So this will print the adjoint of a matrix is A. Okay. Now let us print what is the inverse. But again, remember, if the determinant is 0, then the inverse will create a issue. The function will create an issue. But in this case, that's okay. The inverse of the matrix is, and in that case we will put the inverse, comma, inverse RNV, inverse RNV, and our matrix is A. So we have closed the brackets, correct? Compile. And if you see here, the inverse of a matrix, first row is 1.0, 0.0, then second row is 0, 0, and 1, 0, right? 1.0. Now this 1.0 and 0.0 will come into picture because we have written a float here, right? Float is the points will be taken into the decimal points kind of things. Right. Now let us see, if you know that if any in a matrix, if any row is 0, then the determinant becomes 0. In that case, let's see, I have made this A to be a first row 0. So obviously determinant of A will be 0, and let's see how or what the program will do. If you see here, it shows the error because division by 0 is not allowed, right? Division of 0 is not allowed. So if determinant of A is equals to 0, then we will get error, and for that let us use if first we will calculate the determinant of A, and after calculating the determinant of A we will put if else statements. Okay, so let us put a first if statement. Say if determinant of a is equals to 0, print inverse does not exist. Okay, and this is a comment. Inverse does not exist as, let's put that as determinant is 0. Okay, determinant named. Okay, let us see what happens here. Equal. The inverse does not exist as determinant is 0, right? But in this case we have not said anything. It will execute that as well as it will execute the adjoint of and the inverse of a matrix. So this is done. Else we will use if else statement. So else we will print this. So first it will check whether the determinant is 0 or not. If it is 0, then it will print this, else it will print this. So let's now check. And then let's see, this should be